all the problems that we've had, and yes, they have been big, but we're getting there. And we're coming into one of the very best seasons that we ever have. And what we're going to do here is just add wee touches where you can add them to your existing retailing, but whether it's online or Christmas or catalogues, doesn't really matter. But just to maximise your income just now, because the next 3 months, 4 months, September, 4 months is really one of the best times of the year for you to be able to earn lots and lots and lots of dosh. And really that's what you've got. And you know, I've said this every year, but this is the best ever Christmas catalogue. It's got loads and loads of products in it, products that have been tried and tested as well as new products. So we really have done well. They've been sourcing the products for over the last year, and now they've got 66 pages of Christmas products. But they've also got 34 pages of personalised gifts in their catalogues, which sell really well at Christmas time, and the rest of the time do really well online, because you're going to post those products. If you're like me anyway, you post the majority of your products to your customers. You don't deliver from your online if you're rural. So the personalised gifts are ideal, and they have to type what they want as into the boxes, so that you can actually see what they want, rather than relying on someone maybe telling you, verbalising it to you. That's the only thing I ever hate, getting the personalised bit wrong. So you've got gifts for the whole family, regardless of age, regardless of gender. They're all there, and they're competitively priced. It's just like the rest of the catalogues. Clean Easy don't go out and source those products so that we can show them in the catalogue. They go out and source the products and give them a price, so that one, we can make a profit, but so that other people will buy them. So, you know, they've got to be competitively priced. And the early bird catches the worm. We all know the statement, "There's my worm and my bird." So you want to get a head start on the competition. And you really do have to start early nowadays to get a head start in the competition, because wrapping paper, card shops, all that type of thing are all getting it. If they haven't already got it out, it'll be there in the next week. So your wrapping paper and your cards, they are good value, they're good quality, and you get the affordable ones as well, the 30 for $3.49 or $3.99, whatever it was. Remember, you're going to probably give a Christmas card to all your customers. Try and handwrite it. Makes such a difference from maybe using a stamp, although better giving them, but try and handwrite your Christmas card. So buy your Clean Easy Christmas cards as well from yourself. If you had a card shop, you wouldn't go out and buy them from anyone else. You would buy them from yourself. Similarly too, if you're giving catalogues to your friends and family, how on earth can you wrap their presents in wrapping paper that isn't Clean Easy? Not a good advertisement, folks, remember. Now the thing is too, if you're working a 5-week cycle, which we teach, your customers are only going to get the catalogue 3 or 4 times before Christmas. So don't feel that now is too early. No, it's not. So this time of the year, we can do so many additional things to maximise our sales, and it's really, really simple to do it. You might want to blanket drop around your existing customer base, people that you maybe crossed off your list because they didn't buy often enough for your cycle, but they may well enjoy Christmas catalogues and be happy to buy from you. So always remember that too when you're crossing people off. And if you're blanket dropping just now, now is not the time to take people off because they've not looked at your catalogues. Keep them on there. Don't just give them at once and say if they're not going to buy from the Christmas catalogue the first time they get it, I'm not giving them again. No. Let them browse through it once, give them it a second time, then by all means make your decision. But now is not the time to cross folk off. You can demonstrate the products to the customers. The front product is lovely, and remember it's the dark nights coming in. So you've got the wee rotating globe, the globes on the front of the catalogue. And if you were a bit more up to it than Jim and I were, you might even have one that you can actually demonstrate at the moment. We didn't get ours somehow at the conference. Don't quite know. I guess I never found the queue. Never mind. So you can deliver just the Christmas catalogue, but if you remember what Lynn was saying just a couple of minutes ago, people buy more of everything, not just Christmas products. So it's sometimes false economy just to give them the Christmas catalogue. They buy more cleaning products. Why? Goodness knows. But who cares? You know, they do buy more products. They just go into buying mode. It's fine. But you might even want to get your own display up early. Excuse me, sorry. I saw Kate yawning. It's contagious. Use the products yourself. Get your display up. Get your Christmas stuff up. Even if you start with the outside and get it up so that people can see it. When I say get your display up, I do mean get your clean, easy Christmas lights up. You know, don't tend not to use the other things. I use their solar lights in the garden. I really enjoy them and I think it's lovely. So get them up. If you're still going into work, then take in a catalogue or maybe even take in some products and let them have a look at them. Once people see them, when they touch, they feel, they buy. Much simpler, much easier. So take them in, don't miss out in your workplace. And maybe some of your customers will take something into their workplace. I've got, I have a customer who has quite a large family. And when I give her the catalogue, she gives it round all the family. So then she's got one order form with Helen's order, Christine's order, my order. I'm delighted, and I always find something, not an expensive thing and not everything either, every time that I go round, but every so often I give her a wee something just to say thank you. And give a catalogue to your family and your friends, often the ones that don't take it any other time. I'll take it at Christmas time, but make sure you give them the whole catalogue, because if they're not seeing it any other time, it's really, it's useful for them to see how the product range has increased. You might want to drop catalogues into shops, like a hairdresser's. You're giving them your business, so why don't they give you some business too in return? That's what businesses do. So you've got your hairdressers that you go to, or your barbers. You might go for a massage. So, you know, think of the places that you go and spend money. And if you go and spend money, then why shouldn't they? Jim goes to a reflexologist just now who happens to be a customer. She's taking our money. I'm happy to take hers. I have no problem there. I get my profit back. So, you know, always remember that though. Just wherever you go to and take the catalogue. The businesses will take a catalogue, some of them. It's best if you know somebody that's maybe on reception or something like that, so that you've got a point of contact that you can get it back from, so it just doesn't disappear. Hotels. Some people have a better in to hotels than others, so if you've got contacts in there. Nursing homes. When my mum was in a nursing home, I used to take the catalogue in. One of my customers worked in there as well, so I did ask her first of all, but took the catalogue in. I don't happen to have a local one, but you know, nursing homes are a great place. Just because elderly people are in nursing homes, it doesn't mean that they don't want to buy their own products for their friends at Christmas. It just means that they can't get out to the shops often. Sometimes you want to do fundraising for schools, nurseries or clubs. Everybody is looking for fundraising. There's always something extra that they're looking for. So if you, again, think of what you do. You know, if you've got young children, then you have an in to a nursery where I have to try and go around the houses to get into a nursery now that my granddaughter's not at it. I just got an invitation to go to the rural. I think, maybe I will, especially about Christmas time. They want speakers. They're always keen on having speakers. It doesn't need to be a clever speaker. It just needs to be a speaker. It's ordinary people, often quite elderly, but they want a speaker. Take along a display. There's loads of ways you can get in to increase your retail. But now's the time to start. Don't leave it. And as I said earlier, customers might not buy the first time they see the catalogue. Try and remind them that you'll only see them 3 times before Christmas. Try to get that in now so that there's an urgency attached to them looking at the catalogue. Because we generally remove our Christmas catalogues by round about middle of December. Quite often the stock's starting to go a bit lower, and also you have to watch for delivery times. You know, when are you going to get it? How's it going to get there? So round about the middle of December can often be the time that we start removing a catalogue. So again, that minimises the chances of a customer ordering. I would say though, if you are going to remove catalogues round about the middle of December, those catalogues that you remove, don't recycle them other than in your customers' orders or through the door with a sticker on them saying, thought I'd leave this with you, so that you can, just in case there's something you want and I won't be back round. It's another way to let them know that you will take the order, but they have to get a shift on, because really that's what you want them to know. So many of my customers have moaned because at the beginning of December they can't get a product. And I think, well, my catalogue's been out since September. Whose fault's that? Not that I say that. No. Oh, I'm really sorry. But I do always pop in and say, catalogue's been out since September. Things start to go out, you know. Let them know that you order every week. I'm not suggesting, once upon a time, I remember people were suggesting that customers could pay their order up. No, that involves work. But yes, tell them that you order every week. So if they want to write their order for them and spread the cost where they want to spend 20 quid every week, of course you'll order for them every week. And of course, it will take you out of your cycle. But for a £20 order that could give you 100, 130, 140 quid over the time, of course you're going to do a wee bit extra. It's just what we do. So they just want to note the date on the order form when they want it delivered and give it to you. Last chance to order before Christmas slip. Oh, no, there it is. I thought it had disappeared. I was about to have a wee oops moment. But there you are. There's all you need to do. You know, you can do whatever you like, but just amend it a wee bit. You know, let them know that you're not going to be back with a Christmas catalogue. This is the last time they'll see you. remember and have a look at it if there's anything you're wanting. If you want to host a party, you need to be organised now. Now's when to get the dates for your parties. You want the parties done in October and November time, not December. You really want them done probably by the second last week in November. I would have said that people are starting to get Christmas night outs, and you know, things get a wee bit busier, a wee bit hectic, and you will get some people that are happy to have a party a wee bit closer to Christmas, but start getting them organised now. Now it can be online or at their home. At their home's just a wee bit more work, but it's not hugely work, and you can get a really good display of products. Again, if you want information, ask the people who have been in a bit longer, because we've all done them. I did quite a few parties. I really enjoyed it. I used to pick up 350 to 400 pounds of orders if you organised the party well and you had a good laugh. So, but if you want to do maybe fundraising parties, or maybe give clubs an extra interest night, you've got bowling clubs, golf clubs. I don't know if I mentioned, you've got Rotary clubs. You've got lots and lots of places that you can get a wee date for the diary. An elderly, an elderly home, quite often in the afternoon you can pop in with a display of products as well as your catalogues. Maybe take in a box with some music where you're going to play the music first, and at the end, you know, entertain them. That's what that's about. Entertain them, and at the same time, you know, you're giving back to the community, and I think that's always a wonderful thing. And you never know, we might end up there ourselves someday, so it might be quite good if you can build up the rapport just now. Local bingo clubs, again, working men's clubs, they're always looking for places, you know, and for people who'll come in. Yes, it can be a wee bit, you know, you might have to, you know, shut your ears, but there again, I'm a wee bit deaf, so that can be a bonus. So, you know, just dance clubs, community centre, loads and loads of places. It's limited by your imagination, and that's the only way. Customers, remember and tell them that you're looking for people to help with the Christmas rush. Who do you know? How can you get in touch with them? Ask. If you don't, somebody else will. Local businesses, it's a great business. I mean, we're not telling any lies. It's a fantastic business, and it runs very successfully alongside other businesses. How many landscape gardeners have got work when the snow's lying in the ground or it's raining heavily for 3 months, as it has done all summer? What about the people who like to go out and build sheds and cut grass? Can't do a lot of that in the winter. There's not a lot of call for it. Painter and decorators, well, they do get a Christmas rush, but usually by January time, not a lot doing. Those people are all one-man self-employed businesses who need an extra income with some cash flow. You're doing them a favour. So always remember about things like that as well. So who do they know? How can you contact them? The local community donate raffle prizes. Again, there's often tombolas or Christmas fun things. You know, if you've got a wee stall there, you don't always maybe do a lot of product at the stall. Well, I've been out at 3 or 4 of them. I've never done loads of orders, but you do get a bit of interest, and make sure that they know how to contact you if they want to do it themselves. If you're donating a raffle prize, don't make it a bottle of wine like I did the first year. Give them a clean, easy product with your label on it so they can get in touch with you. There's lots of nice things you can do now as well. But I mean, first time I did it, it was a bottle of wine when they asked me, and I thought, dash, if you're doing a bottle of wine, stick your name all over it at least. So prominently displayed. Here's another thing though. Oh, maybe you know a shopkeeper who would like you run a competition, guess Teddy's name. This is the light up one. So it would look really, really lovely sitting on a wee table somewhere, or in front of the till preferably, with a chain round it, or at least one of those bungee cords so that it doesn't disappear. And beside it you'd have a wee box. And here you are. Here's your wee labels, or your A4, 4-tin A4, 2-tin A4, something like that. Thank you for thank you for entering Guess Teddy's Name competition. What would you call Teddy? Now, you have to be prepared to not maybe like what you're getting the names, but there again, you might get some good ones. So you have to decide that name before it goes. But who would call Teddy? Let them know when the draw is going to be drawn. Do it in the shop, and let one of the customers draw it for you. But really what you want to do is get the contact names and addresses. If you win, please note your name, your contact number so we can get in touch. We're looking for people who are interested in earning extra income in their spare time. Can I text you with information? Yes or no? And if they don't say no, then hopefully, now I would add on there though, must be over 18 or must be 18 plus. But you see, things like this are all things you can do at this time of the year to generate that extra interest. Yes, it takes a wee bit more time than maybe you often put in, but you often get back what you've put in as well. And it might not be immediate. You might not find that you get it this month, next month, or even December. But January is a great time for people to need some extra cash because they've generally overspent on their credit card bills. And the credit cards start appearing, the bills start appearing in February. Now, just before we finish, here Lynn was talking about the millionaires just at the beginning. And we do have a great lineup of speakers. And Claire Kinsella is just a lovely, lovely person who loves people. And you can see that in her whole demeanour. And the great thing is her team, who is Claire Chavot-Pemberton and Rachel Fulger, all follow suit. Nikki Kaywood just wants to come and join in. She's such a nice girl. She's a young girl. She's doing really well, did really well really quickly, and she likes to join in and be sociable. And Helen Allgood, well, you heard Lynn saying earlier, Helen and her husband Paul have a great business. He was a milkman, so they had already built a customer base. There's not a lot of milkmen though who have a customer base nowadays, although I think it is actually coming back into play. More and more people are starting to have milk delivered, albeit instead of bottles now it's cartons. So yes, they already had a customer base built, so all they did when they saw the writing on the wall was go into Clean Easy. Paul was the one who delivered all the catalogues. Helen brought up her children, and her daughter was the youngest gold distributor and did it while she was at college, university, and still does do it. So yes, an excellent lineup. Well done, Lynn, for getting all those people. Well done. So that's me. There we go.